Hey everyone, it's Austy here, and for today's video, we're taking a look at the most savage teenager ever. This girl has a problem with listening to authority, disrespecting her parents, disrespecting other people, and just having an overall bad attitude. I imagine if I had this type of attitude when I was younger, I would have got a good whooping, and I imagine any general person would too. But let's get right into today's video.
I consider myself a rebel. I don't listen, I don't respect people. I could care less about what any authority has to say to me. I do what I want when I want.
Like, you gotta love how these 15 and 16-year-olds or even younger think they're so hard and tough just because they disrespect authority. Like, it's not cool or tough, it's just disrespectfful. You know, it's not like you grew up in the hood or, you know, in Compton or something and you're all tough. No, you're literally not tough in any way, just disrespecting people.
I'm about to go get tatted tonight.
Yeah, you're so cool getting a tattoo. A lot of people go out and get tattoos. It doesn't mean you're cool. Like, the tattoo might be cool, but, you know, you getting it doesn't make you a cool person. Like, yeah, I don't listen to authority. I'm a rebel. I'm gonna go out and get a tattoo. Like, you just don't sound cool.
I smoke marijuana, like, every single day. I sneak out all the time, past curfew. Over the summer, I told my mom that I was going to the lake with my friend. I ended up getting on a flight by myself to New York City for 3 days.
Yeah, because scaring your family in that way is definitely a cool thing to do. Like, if I were to hop on a plane and fly to New York City from Canada and then came back and said, yeah, I just ran away for 3 days, I would have got a free flight back there by getting my ass booted all the way there. Like, there is something definitely going on with that family for her to run away and take a flight out of her state to get away from them.
My mom was upset, but honestly, I don't regret going.
Because if you would have said you would have regretted going on Dr. Phil, that would have blew your whole cover.
I had been in trouble with the law. I pulled a fire alarm when I was in the 8th grade on April Fool's because I thought it was going to be funny.
Man, she is a rebel. She better be locked up. You better watch out. She pulled a fire alarm in 8th grade. Like, if that's the only bad thing you did in school, there's obviously some care for, like, education or something. Because if you really didn't care, you would be doing a lot more, like, bad things in school. You probably would be ditching school. You know, not just pulling a fire alarm to be a prankster. You could have came up with a bit better of a story just for the Dr. Phil purpose. You could have been like, you know, I skipped school, you know, I didn't attend class. That would have worked better for your so-called I could care less attitude.
I was put on house arrest for 3 months. I started my freshman year of high school with an ankle bracelet on my leg. I currently have charges pending.
Now you have a new fashion accessory for school. And she probably went out and acted so tough and didn't care about that ankle bracelet during school. But she probably looks back on it now and says, you know, that wasn't too funny. That wasn't too smart of an idea.
You were out till 2 a.m. You refused to get up and go to school. You want to be a loser?
My mom is always on my ass. She thinks she's the boss of the house, like Queen Bee or something. She tries to control everybody like we're her peasants in her castle.
Well, yeah, that's kind of how it goes. You know, parents set rules, you follow them, it teaches you responsibility. And if you aren't following the rules like we seen on the video, you are out till 2 a.m. and breaking all these different rules, there's going to be consequences. But she just doesn't care enough, you know, to actually see that. Because, you know, she's a tough girl that doesn't care. You know, the I don't listen to my mama, so I'm a tough ass.
I've had enough disrespect. I've had enough disrespect for the day.
When she gets in my face, I usually spit in her face, throw water bottles at her, do as much harm as I can to her when she's coming at me sideways.
Yum. Good old human spit. How can you disrespect your parents up to the point where they're like, you know what? I've had enough disrespect for today. Let's hope she doesn't give Dr. Phil, you know, a lot of disrespect because he won't be taking it. He would just be sending her off to one of his medical centers that he always sends people to that need this kind of help. Because Dr. Phil doesn't take nothing from nobody.
My quote-unquote troubleness and troubled-teenness is because of her.
I don't really think it's because of your mother. It's because you're so hard-headed and don't listen. Like, maybe if you started listening and following rules, you would notice things work a little smoother.
This summer, my friends and I got pulled over and I had to be taken home in a cop car. My mom was furious. I was kicking and screaming and I kicked a hole in the wall when I was like hitting her in the face.
This woman, like your mother, brought you in this world and has raised you, and you're treating her like that. You need a good ass whooping. So you messed up and you got brought home in a cop car because of something you did, and you went home and destroyed your mother's home. And you freaked and snapped on her, acting like it was her fault or something. Like, I hope if you ever get a house, someone comes up to you angry and takes it out on you and kicks a hole in your wall. It's not a pleasant feeling. I've had damages done to my apartments before.
I don't have remorse for anything I've done. I'm not perfect, and I don't want to be perfect.
I'ma just make it plain and simple. Karma will get ya. Like, you have to be on a whole different level of crazy to lay hands on your parents. Because they're just trying to do good for you in the long run because they teach you respect and everything. But this girl obviously has a few bolts loose up in her head. But that's all we got for today's Dr. Phil video. If you did enjoy, make sure to smack that like button. And if you enjoy my overall content, make sure to hit that subscribe button as it really helps me out. But I hope y'all have an amazing day, and this is Austin signing out.